Okay, so let me share my screen now. Sorry, this whole network thing has just been whatever. Sound. Please, if you can see my screen, just let me know. You see my screen?
Not yet. Oh, it has just come up.
Great, great. So this is the 5 goal setting habit T's I was talking about. Targets, I've talked about time. So your trigger is something that tells you it is time to go and engage in that habit. That's what your trigger is. So something that triggers you. It could be an accountability partner. It could be the gate of your neighbor opening. So anytime your neighbor opens their gate early in the morning because they go to pray as Muslims by 5 a.m., it wakes you up. And then, boom, that thing triggers you. It could be that. It could be anything. But for me, I use my phone. So if you look at my calendar has things, midnight prayer, this one, that one, everything triggered. My phone alarm, my phones are constantly ringing for something or the other. Oh, read 3 pages of this book. When I was going to read one of the best leadership books ever, My Vision, written by the current king of Dubai. I read that book, one of the best books on leadership I've ever read. One of the best. I recommend you. I gave it to everybody on my team at work. I say, everybody read this book. Since last year, it's with somebody now. When she comes back, the last person will collect it and read. Leadership, like, I couldn't read the book at once because it was much. So I was reading page by so I was reading 5 pages per day. So every morning I would read 5 pages. I'll just hear param 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 on my phone, and I'll go and I'll look at it, read 5 pages of the okay, that's what it's doing. I'll carry it and I'll go and read. And then at the end of the day, if you know how to use that calendar, there are some apps there are some apps you can even download that help you. I have one app like that that's life size, they call it. It helps you. It's by the end of the day, to even ask you, even your phone calendar can do it. Did you run 2 kilometers every day? I have those kinds of things on my phone that helps me sort of like, keep track. Then number 4 is you need to track your progress, which is what I talk. So at the end of the day, you need to measure. And that's what you call taking stock of the day, accountability of the day. What did I do this thing that I said? Did I read 5 pages? So there is not every day you'll be able to meet up with that time. So for example, if you say, oh, I need to do 5 pages every morning, so every day you'll be able to do the 5 pages. Actually, some days you will miss it because you have to get out early. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, sure, we can hear you.
Aha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you track your daily progress. At the end of the period, the time period you've allocated for that stuff, you now do a review to see, okay, what worked, what did not work. Why was I unable to to why was I unable to achieve this thing? Like me, I'm not good with dates. I'm not good with date. The first girl I dated, that the first girl I dated, this was the reason she broke. I forgot her birthday. I'm not good with it. So I use my phone, I use that thing to keep important then. And that's why I'm on Facebook. Facebook just helps me. So if I'm your friend and I don't forget, okay, Facebook. Because I'm not very good with dates. So I keep track of all of these things using, my phone app. And then the final T there is streets. Every time you achieve a goal, the problem a lot of us have is that we never take time to celebrate milestones. Because milestones are actually goal achievement in the making. So you've not achieved the goal, but you've reached the milestone. Now you've written semester 1 of the course. You've passed. You're not celebrating it. You've reached semester 2 come. You're not celebrating it. Celebration, milestone, treat yourself. A lot of people don't treat themselves. You don't take yourself out to go and eat. You're waiting for someone to always carry you. When you receive your salary at the end of the month, yourself out and treat yourself to a food that you will not normally have eaten in your house. I'm not saying waste all your money on one food. I'm saying give yourself a treat for a job well done. That's how you get Remember, I said you're going to be your life coach this year. These are the things that your coach will do for you. They'll give you a thumbs up, go, go. But you got to do it for yourself. If nobody like me, I don't have so much people that motivate me. I am intrinsically motivated. I didn't see motivation from anywhere. I had no role models to look up to, not from family, not from anywhere. So it was me. Like, man, guy, decided you can only push people to an extent. You are the only priest of your own life. So you treat yourself. And this is the 5 T's. First is the target. The target has to be clear. Write it down. Specific. Don't go and do something that you know you cannot achieve. By the end of this year, I want to be Dangote. What are you saying? But by the end of this year, okay, I can increase my earnings by another 50%, by another 30, by another 40%. That is doable. But I want to be Dangote by the end of this year. In 10 years, I'll be Dangote. That's wishful thinking. That's prayer. And not all prayers are answered. So you must allocate a time. In project management, there is what we call timeline for project deliverable. If time will, when you tell the client this, you must give the client the time for which this thing will be achievable. It's not like Nigerian tailor. No, there must be a time. That time is what prompts your trigger. And then you track, track, track. This is the year to have an accountability partner if it works for you. Someone that you have like minds you can even get from this platform. Like, look, let's be accountable to ourselves. I used to have a pray, I was not very good in praying like that. And I really wanted to build prayer. I wanted to do it very well. You know what I did? Those days, I met one lady, Auntie D. I think she's on here, Seb. I don't know if Auntie D is here, but she's on. And I told Auntie D, I said, look, I want us to be praying partners. Auntie D, we met at Ibadan. When I went to local church, she was in Ibadan. Auntie D will call me because she can pray. She has been doing this prayer thing for the past 7 years, months, every night. How she does it, I don't know. Even before I met her, she has been doing it. From 2000 and, what did I say 7 years? From 2013 that I met Auntie D, she prays every night. Every night. I received the prayer link invite on my phone. From then till last night, I still receive from Auntie D. And I say, you know what? I think I want to be praying with you. Of course, I did not meet all. Sometimes she will call, I will put the phone up. But that gave me a sense of accountability to be waking up to pray at night till a point. So I got to a point that I could now do it by myself. So you might need someone in that your goal. There might be input, someone that can help you to achieve it. Someone that can be an input to it. So you have to turn on occurrences into recurrence. So one-offs, do not do it. Again, back to treat. Don't reward yourself with a habit you are trying to dissuade. So I'm trying to lose weight. I'm on the big side. I'm trying to lose weight. And then I lost some kgs and I'm trying to reward myself because it's the month end and I felt like I've done something well. And then I'm trying to reward, and I go back and pack ice cream and chocolate and eat again. You're back, now back to square one again. Right? So treat yourself to something that is outside of the reward. So on what? Occurrences. If you do it once, you are not a master. You have to be able to do it repeatedly. So if I pray once at night, I've not mastered it. I have to be able to do it till my body becomes used to it. So I go to the gym. I use the gym. When I started to run on the treadmill, I would do like maybe 50. I'll burn like 50 calories tomorrow. Just once. Tomorrow, if I come and I do 50, you can do it. So started to increase it to a point that my body got used to. If I'm not burning 500, 600, 800, sometimes one day, like I can stay on the treadmill and run 4 kilometers non-stop, not drinking water, not doing anything. Like I'll be literally sweating. Like people will be looking at me. Some people will come, go. That is me stretching. I don't want it to be a one-time event. But now, if I go back to the gym, because the gym has been on break for a while now, if I go back now, it might be difficult for me to do that 4 kilometers at a stretch. So I have to build back. That's the problem with habits. You got to continue it. You got to make it your lifestyle. And there are two things you look for when you're looking about habit predictors: reliability and consistency. So reliability is how we are, like, every time. It's every time we punch it. Every time we are going to Lagos and we get to local jam, we take right. We are sure it will take us to Lagos. If you take left, and consistency is you are with over and over. You're consistent with it. So to set goals is not enough. It is the habits that lead to the goal. This is where the real work is. And then measuring of your result. What was the intended outcome? I intended to burn 12 kg, but I burnt 10 kg. The question is 10 kg an accepted outcome within the time? Because you may not have been able to reach the goal, but you've achieved something that is acceptable. But if I do 2, it's not acceptable. So if I'm a manager, there is a level of productivity or outcome that is expected of me. So even if they set a goal, they give me a KPI in the office and I did not reach that KPI, there is a level called accepted that you cannot fall below. So in goal setting, you must be able to what's your result? What can you accept? Because it is not every goal you write down you will achieve, even with the right habits and everything. So what will become acceptable to you? You need to know. If I want to burn 70 and I burn 50, is it acceptable? Fine. So that if you miss 70, you land on 50, you're still okay. You can still treat yourself to a reward. And these are the metrics, these are the success metrics that we use to analyze goals. And the final thing, my final slide that I'm talking about today is I'm not going to do all. I'm not going to go all. I will share this with you. There are 15 time mechanisms here. I'll just talk about the Pomodoro technique and the Eisenhower matrix, and then you can go and read the rest. And maybe the 80-20, because that one is almost done. Now, every day, you need to pick the one that works for you. I do the Pomodoro. So what is it? Decide on the task you want to do for the day. Okay, this is what I want to do. Sit with it. 25 minutes first. No move. Don't touch your phone. Don't distract. Just do 25 minutes. Stop. Take a 5-minute break. Walk. When I say take a 5 minute, walk around, do this, greet, check your phone, respond to your messages. Then do what? Go back again. Go back, do another 30 minutes. Now increase the time. Don't walk, stretch. The reason why you're draining energy or that work is because you're not taking work breaks. Even in my office, we tell them sometimes in HR, we send a mail to everybody, work time. What it means is that close your laptop, move around the office. And at that work time, we go and disable the lift, the elevator. So people should walk, use staircases, decluster your mind, go and meet a friend, say hi. It's like it's something we do in our office. After 4 circles, just do it like that. That's what you call the Pomodoro. So each of those circles is what you call Pomodoro. It's a Japanese technique. It says, don't walk, stretch. It says, break your walk, take breaks, take walk breaks. Don't just take walk break, walk. Again, for your health, remember, health is an overall component of what we're setting goal for. You can't sit down in a spot for 2 hours, even though I'm already feeling somehow because I've been sitting for long. If I finish this, I'll go and take a walk around my estate somewhere like that, just to strengthen my body. Now, the next one I want you to also master is what you call the Eisenhower matrix, and I do this a lot. If you are a manager or if you are in a senior position here, you probably want to measure this because this is what takes a lot of people's time. Do, delegate, decide, delete. What you must do for yourself, by yourself, any task that you must do must be something that is urgent and important. So you see, at the horizontal layer, you see it's urgent, not urgent. Vertical is important and not important. So if you do your matrix, what you must do every day, it's something that is important and it's urgent. If it is important and it is not urgent, decide when you will do it. It's not urgent. So if I don't do it now, nobody's going to die. Those things should not come in now. You are using them to waste time. If it is not important and it is not urgent, delegate it. Somebody else should do it. I'm saying if you're a manager now, if you're a senior person, if it is not important, it is not urgent, delete it, move it away. It's not something you need to spend time on at all. So you need to know what is urgent and important. Those are the tasks you should face per day. That's what you call the Eisenhower matrix. There's also something called the 2 minute rule, and this one applies to life. If the task is less than 2 minutes, do it now. Don't push it. Don't push it. If you can achieve something in less than 2 minutes, like it won't take you more than 2 minutes. You do it, just do it and get it out of the way. If it's something that is important, just do it and get it out. That's what you call the 2 minute rule. And then there is the 80-20 rule that applies to almost everything. Identify what are your vital 20%. That should be your focus. Eliminate the trivial. You see, it says that it is 20% of effort that gives 80% of result. Generally, even if you look at it, even in life, even in your units, your team, check it. It is 20, it is these lesser people that are giving the more result. A lot of people are just trudging along. It is the lesser people that give the more result, even in your unit. It's the smaller percentage of people that are giving the highest result. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 20. They're the ones doing the real work. Focus on those 20. Build their capability of focus beyond them. Those other ones, reduce them. If you're a boss, fire them. Let them go. Use their money to increase the salary of the 5 that are doing the actual work. That's how to get productivity in. So, what are your 20% most important things that you need to focus on? Those are the things that you need to put in the more effort, the 20% that will influence the result for the entire 80%. 2, the 2 minute rule. If it's less than 2 minutes, send an email. It's less than 2 minutes. If the email is the one that will make you crack your brain, you need to analyze, you need to think, you need to do that, then it has taken more than 2 minutes. Decide on when you want to do it. But I do the Pomodoro technique more. I walk, 30 minutes, I stand up, I take a walk break, I go and say hi to a colleague, I use the staircase, stretch. As I'm doing that, I'm working on my health, working on my mental, working on my relational. I come back, you are renewed. You come back, you've just you've gone, sometimes you can even get idea. You sit down, you do another 30 minutes. You start to increase the minutes till you can do 1 hour straight focus work, and then you take 10 minutes. You increase the break time, you increase the work time. And then your Eisenhower matrix, where you decide on what to do. If it's important and urgent, you do it. If it's not important, but it's urgent, you delegate it to someone. If it's not important and it's not urgent, you delete it completely. If it's important and it's not urgent, you decide when you're going to do it. Now, all these things I am talking about is in these tips. Every desired outcome requires a habit. Develop your mind, your body, and your relationship. Every goal requires a habit. That goal, it's not enough to put the goal down. What is the habit you need to develop to achieve it? When you give power to that habit, it will empower you. At a point, that habit will take over you. And that's what happens with drugs. People that do drugs, because you're at a point in time, that thing now takes over. Even when you don't want to, you cannot come out again because it has taken over you at that point. That's what happens with good habits and positive habits. When you empower it, it will empower you back. Right? And I say, treat yourself with something that is consistent with your habit. When you form a habit of praying every night or reading, or the point, that thing will just natural. It will just come. And remember, we said great leaders also name their hours. Remember, I talked about naming your year. This year is my learning year. You can also name your hour, name your meeting. Like me, I name meetings. So when I want to call for a meeting, I send an email ahead to the participant that this is what we are expecting. This is the outcome. So that people don't come there and they are going off point and talking. No, this is what the meeting is about. Yeah. This is what we are hoping to have achieved by now. So I'm already naming it. And the final thing here is, these are the 4 things you need to do: start, stop, more or less. This year, if you will see any difference, you must do what's called SSML. What will you start doing that you have not been doing? Every change you need in life is is built on these 4 components. What is it that you're not doing that you need to start doing? For example, you have not been exercising yourself, and that's why your health is in shambles. You probably need to start doing that. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't building my muscles as I wanted. I started going to the gym because I moved to an estate that had a gym, just that has a gym just the next street. So it was easier for me. What are the things that you do that is not bringing you any positive result? You've been doing it. You need to stop doing it this year. Yeah, I say it's only a madman that does the same thing over and over and expect a different result. You need to stop. So what are the things you need to make a list? This is where goal setting starts. This framework is where goal setting starts. It's not, oh, today, this year I want to make 10 million. No. What am I doing that I need to stop doing? That is not giving, I gossip a lot. I backbite a lot. I fight a lot. Those things you need to stop because it's taking away energy from me. What are the things you do little of that give you small results that if you can increase and do more of, it will give you more results? That's what you need to do more of. And what are the things that you are putting too much energy? Yes, but it's not a core, and it's giving you less result that you need to do less of. You are the one in everybody's house. You visit everybody every time. You are the one, everybody knows you. You probably need to do less of that, reduce it. It's okay, but you need to tone down a little bit. So I don't know if anybody can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
It's broken.
So this is the framework. Start, stop, more, less. What would you start doing in 2025? That's really where goal setting starts from. What are you doing? What are you not doing that you need to start doing? What are you not doing that you need to start doing? What would you need to stop doing? What would you need to do more of, and what would you need to do less of? When you bring all of these components together, you have your SSML, and that's how you start the year. That's how you set goals for the year. That's how the year now makes sense for you. And that's it. So I know a lot of us were thinking, oh, this will be smart goals. But you see how we have been able to DV goal down and go through how goals should be set. This is the worksheet I'm going to share with you. This worksheet of the habit sphere of the goal and the level. I don't know if you can see you can see it, right?
Yes, can see,
Good.
sir.
Yes, I can see.
This is the worksheet I'll share with everybody. So you see in each of the sphere, you then now have to write what is my long-term goal for self-agency. This is me now, right? You remember I would say self-agency, I am in control of my own life, all of that. What is my long-term goal for my health? What is my long-term goal for my relationships, my love, my friends? What is my long-term goal for learning? What is my long-term goal for creation? I talked about creating. You be someone that creates. What is my long-term goal for leisure? What is my long-term goal for wealth? What are my short-term goals across each of these components? What would then now be my core daily habits? And then what would be my nice non-core habits? And what would be my affirmations? For example, 60 seconds. What would be my health affirmation? You need to write it down for 2025. I cannot be sick. I will not visit the hospital. It's what will be my affirmations for relationship, for love, for friendship? time is going. I'm getting old, but I will marry. My partner is coming. I call him, I call her, all of those things. What will be my affirmation for learning? What will be my affirmation for creation? All those kinds of stuff. So I'll share this, but this will go through your emails so that it's not lost in transit. So thank you very much, everybody. We have come to the end of this masterclass. And I am just hoping that it met your need. It met your expectation, at least small. Yes. Yeah. If there are questions, if there are feedback, if there are comments, if there is anything you want to say, we have about 9 minutes before it goes off. We can do all of that. If you have questions, if you have comments, for those who want to connect with me, you can send me an email. So you can just, the email for this session, I sent an email to you. I sent a mail to you, or there was a number that reached out to you on WhatsApp, right? So that's our business line. That's our business line. So you can just send a message to that line, and yeah, we'll take whatever. Those that say, oh, I want one-on-one coaching, I want one-on-one mentoring, I want this, I want that, I know, can take it off there. Okay, so let's take questions. Let's take if you want to unmute and ask a question, if you want to unmute and say something, it's fine. You want to add something, if you want to put it in the chat box, it's fine. I can see a lot of thank yous, that's fine. Thank you too for being a part and staying this long. We're up to 40 at the point, but that's how it is.
I am so grateful for this class. Honestly, I have been seeing you around trouble. I never know you are this amazing. Honestly, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, sir. I'm so blessed, sir. Thank you so much. What a pleasure.
Too. Thank you, too. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you. My partner is here, Sammy HR. I don't know if Sammy is still here.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. I'm here, Mr. Zach. Good evening.
Just want you to say hi to them. That's my partner. We run this outfit together. So just say hi to them, Sammy.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for being on this call. Thank you, Mr. Zach.
Your video is off.
Exactly. Say again.
Your video is
okay,
off. So
okay. I'm actually in the office. So let me quickly put my video on. I hope you can see me right. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being part of the call. And I want to believe the learning section actually meets our learning intention. And one thing that is most paramount is not in the hearing, just like accelerated learning. What you hear, trust me, before the end of tomorrow, is every possibility that we're going to forget everything that has been said here. But what you've tracked down now, you're going to make the most out of it. Implementation, and then see how you can evaluate yourself 1 to 3 months succeeding this training, and see how it becomes of a value. Basically, that's where you can answer yes, your time being here was worth it. Life is measured in time. So I want to encourage us all to also continue. And like Mr. Zach said, let's also beg him to come up with a vision class. It's another amazing section using the Ikigai model. Thank you, everyone, for being on the call, and it's really been a wonderful class with everybody. So let's connect and then see how we move on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Zach.
All right. Thank you, Sammy. I don't know if anybody has anything else they'd like to say. I will upload the videos hopefully tomorrow, right? I'll upload it on my YouTube channel, because that's the only place where you can actually have this much. You can part it in series like that. I'm putting my YouTube channel down on the chat box now. Yeah, so that's my YouTube channel there. You can just, so you can follow it, so that when I put in, you might want to go through these sessions again, and you'll see some other learning videos there that you might want to go through and all. So when I'll upload the videos of this session there. There was a part we missed, but you get the picture. If you have any questions, I'm open. You can always ask me. If you have my number, it's fine. If you don't have my number, you can always ask via the other number that reached out to you. So that's our official line, really. It's a business line, so anybody can be a part of it, right? Okay. I think we can call it a day. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this session. And it was great to have you here. It was an absolute pleasure. Next month, hopefully, we will do the Ikigai session. Yeah, we'll do the Ikigai session. And that one is strictly about purpose and vision. And that's an even more deeper session, right? Using the Ikigai framework. Okay. Is there anybody else that want to say something? Or are we good? I can't hear anybody. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Patty.
Thank you for the session.
Right.
It was
You're
very
welcome.
insightful. I just wanted to ask what the name of the book on leadership you recommended was again.
My vision.
Okay.
Let me
Thank you.
see if I can screenshot it and just put it. It's by Mohammed bin Inrash Maktoum. That's the name of the book. So our time is running, but you can copy it quickly before it goes off. My Vision. That's the book. I think I have it in the office, but a lot of people are borrowing that book to read and all. So I put it on the chat box. My Vision, Challenges in the Race for Excellence, is by Mohammed Ibn Rashid Al Maktoum. He talked about, how they transformed Dubai and what the story around Dubai is, and leadership and all of that stuff. So if you're someone who wants to be a leader, who wants to lead people and all of that, either in governance, I want to do governance. It's a book you want to read, whether governance, corporate sectors, and all of that. So yeah, that's the title of the book. It's there. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good year ahead. I hope when we come back in February, we'll have lots of stories to tell. I'll share
Sorry. Please, before you go, I hope we are getting a record format of the meeting.
Yes, that's why I said I'll upload it to my YouTube. I just put my YouTube link there. It's on the chat. I'll upload it there because it's large, so it's only YouTube that can. So
Okay.
just subscribe to the YouTube. I've copied it again. When I upload it, you'll see it. I'll upload
All
it.
right.
I'll upload it to the YouTube. So I'll just allow it. We have about 1 minute. So in case you want to copy the name of the book or you want to copy the YouTube link so that you can get that. If I forget to send the goal setting workbook, Sammy, please remind me. Guys, so if you don't get it, hold Sammy, not me. Hold Sammy. I've told Sammy to remind me now. Yeah. So hold Sammy. But if you have access to me, just remind me to send it and I'll do.
Yes, sure.
All
I'll
right,
sure
guys.
place the reminder. Yes, no problem.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening and have a great year ahead. See you at the end
Thank
of
you
the
so much.
year. Better,
All right.
bigger,
Thank you,
better.
everyone.
Good
Bye.
evening.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.